with me. I'm not going to do a tag. I'm actually going to talk about a little bit what's going on in my life. And we're going to try out 2 new products that I did by breaking my no-buy, but that's okay. We're going to talk about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. And we're going to talk about and try out the Joa Truly Yours BB Radiant Beauty Balm in medium. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I have a friend that's a big proponent of K-beauty, any kind of K-beauty, and skincare. And although I have a lot of like sheet masks, I've never tried any makeup from any kind of K-beauty type brand. So, and then we're gonna be also using for the first time my Jawbreaker palette, which I've had for a while, and I know everybody's already used it, but I haven't. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's go. Transition. Okay guys, so last week I did not put up a review and rate in a weekly products pick. As I've shared on this channel before, I deal with depression, and I've been dealing with it, God, since I was 16, so over 20 years. And there's a lot of things going on in my life regarding my health, regarding relationships, that have kind of set me back a bit in terms of my progress. So let me just step back. Some of you know that I have been doing ketamine treatments using the drug Spravato. Ketamine is used to aid people that have pain and that suffer from severe depression. Okay, so when I first started taking the ketamine, I started seeing results immediately, which was kind of crazy because I had been suffering for so long. And so I was very excited. And then out of nowhere, like the progression stopped. And I was mortified because the doctor had told me that this was going to change my life. I was going to be a new person. And then all of a sudden I slipped back into a depression. So the long and the short of it is, what I found out more about the Spravato, the drug that they use, it's a nasal inhalant, was that one, the study that had been done on this drug was only 3 months, done for 3 months before the FDA approved it. It was not a unanimous vote when they approved this drug. And that basically we were guinea pigs. And it was basically tested on people that suffered from long-term depression. Now that can mean people from 6 months to 20 years. And most of the people that were tested were under 2 years, have been suffering for 2 years. So our clinic where I was going is what we call the Second Chance Clinic here in Houston, which is like, this is the last place you go, you know, when you need help. And so we're talking about chronic. We're talking about 10, 20, 25 years depression. And so our clinic wasn't experiencing the same type of success rates as other clinics because we treat, or they treat, more serious and chronic patients, people that have attempted suicide, etc. So, so one day I'm sitting in there, I'm doing my treatment, and I immediately say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It's not, and they had talked about plateau, you know, that there's going to be a point where you plateau. And I could feel that that's where I was. And so I walked in, talked to my nurse, Kim, and said, I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm not going to. Now, this is what it looks like. This is what the bottle looks like. Looks a different color. This looks super duper light, so we might have to fix this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to fix this. There's no way. I should have gotten deep. I might be able to mix it with something. And I told her, I said, I think I'm done. And she goes, oh, no, you still have 15 minutes. I said, no, I think I'm done doing this. I'm not gonna be coming back. You can take me off the list. And they were, at this point, they were not taking in any new clients. There was only 6 of us that were being treated. And I was leaving, and that was a big deal. Because in order to continue having funding, they needed to have 6 patients. I'm sorry, that's not my problem. Y'all lied to me. Basically, is how I feel. I feel like y'all lied to me. Y'all promised me the world and gave me nothing. And so I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be coming. And I said, and I had been asking to talk to the supervising doctor for like a month. I'm not even joking, like a month. And he would never come down to talk to me, to answer some of my questions. And I feel like if he had done that, maybe I would have stayed, but no. I'm tired of being a guinea pig. So, at the same time, I let my doctor know that's what I was going to do, and that my dad had suggested that we look at changing my medications because I've been on my medications for so long. But, and every time I try a new medication, if it doesn't work immediately, I'm like, no, I'm done with it. Let's go back to the old one. So we're giving this medication that I have tried before and did have success, but it made me extremely sleepy. We're trying this drug again. And I'm experiencing the same thing. I'm feeling better. Do I feel 100%? Like, I don't know where happy is, you know, because it's not something I really experience. And so, but I definitely know that I'm not miserable right now, which is a step in the right direction. So this is definitely a beauty bomb. And I'm saying, like, there is no coverage. Let me see if you guys can see. Let me bring you guys up. Ooh. Let's see if I can bring you in. That's definitely a beauty bomb. Oh gosh. I have you guys kind of rigged and it's ridiculous. Let me see. Hold on. This might help me. I'm an idiot. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over here and grab this. This is the Jordana Complete Coverage, Maximum Coverage 2-in-1 Concealed Foundation. I'm going to grab this real quick and just put a little bit to even out the tone because I don't want to look like a ghost. And to give me a little more coverage. Yeah. So, we started this new drug and we're cross tapering, and at first I was having some anxiety because you know, every time you try a new drug you're hopeful that this will be helpful, you know, you really are. You're hoping that this will be the one that'll change your life. But what I've come to understand, and I've known this all along, right, I've always known this, is that mental health, you know, it's only so much that science and medication can do. The rest of it is on you, you know? And I know this as a patient, I know this as a social worker, I know this as a human with intellect. There's only so much that the drug can do. Okay, so, at the same time, a friend that I've been close to for about 10 years, I made an exit out of my life. And I was not necessarily upset about that, because, you know, my mom used to say a reason, a season, a lifetime. But I was upset because she was like my last friend. Like, she was the last friend that I had. And I was like, what is wrong with me that I can't maintain healthy relationships with women? You know, and but I had to start looking at where I was getting these friendships from, and they were not from places where you get friends. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. You don't go to the nut house to get married, you know, and that's same thing with friends. So even though we've been friends for a long time and I love her to death and I want nothing but good for her, she overstepped you know, she said something just outrageous, and it was unacceptable to me. And at first I was so hurt, but then I was like, you know what, I'm not even hurt about that friendship, I'm hurt about, like, that's it. So when I come home, there's no one to call, just me and my dog. And I'm not trying to make anybody feel sorry for me, it's just like, that's how much of a closed circle of people I have in my life. So, let's see how I feel about this. It's actually pretty good. The coverage is good. Let's see what you guys think. I mean, it's definitely smoothing. I like it. I think it's good, especially for like whatever it is, $5.99. And you get a lot of product, it looks like. No, you don't. Not as much as normal. It's 0.7 ounces. You usually get a whole ounce. Let's see. Yeah, this is a whole ounce. Let me see. And Cody, I'm sure, is more than an ounce. Yeah, 2.3 ounces. And to be honest, let's just talk about it right now. Would I put Cody over Wet n Wild? Absolutely. One, there's more product, even though this smells like old white lady at playing bingo or old black lady at a church function. That's what this shit smells like. I would pick this over this because of price, because of there's double the product, and because they have one called translucent extra coverage, and I like that. So that's just that. So, all right. So we've done that. So base looks okay. Not excited or not unexcited. I don't know how to say that. So let's go ahead and do something with my blush. I'm gonna go ahead, actually I'm gonna use this bronzer. This is from the LA Girls Spice Brick, Beauty Brick. This is in Spice. I'm gonna use this bronzer right here. Okay. I washed my brushes yesterday, so I'm super excited. There's nothing like clean brushes, right? Okay. And I dyed my hair yesterday. Or I didn't dye it. So between like when it starts kind of fading, there's a spray that I can use when my hair's damp, and I spray it in there, and then I tie my hair down, and the next morning it's a little bit more blue than purple, but I like it. This is actually coming on really good. Now I've been through several declutters, and like this is the only drugstore face palette that I have, but it's perfect for travel because it has your blush, another blush, a bronzer, and a highlight. So why not, you know? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Nope, that's not it. All right. And then I am using, I know everybody hates this, but I love this palette from Pure, the Pure Masquerade. I think it's the shit. I think it's awesome. Let me see. I'm gonna use this color down here. That one down there. I wish they hadn't done it like this, but I like this brush. What is this? This is Aesthetica. It's very soft. I've never used this. It's been in my brush drawer. And it diffuses really well. That's great. Okay, that's good. All right, and then I'm going to use the Beauty by Pop Sugar. This is the Be Bright Shimmer Highlight and Hot Damn. It is a little dark for my skin, but we're gonna make it work. Okay. And we're gonna mix them. Let's do that. This is the only thing I own from Pop Beauty, but I really like it. So now we're gonna use the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker, and let me tell you something. I tried to depot these. And put them in order, but I was not successful. I got a big gash missing out of one of them, so let's see. Okay, so let's see what I want to do here. Okay, we're gonna start with Gumdrop. Yeah, let's start with Gumdrop. A lot of people had trouble with some of these shades. I'm not very picky about how things blend, because I'll spend the time to blend it. But it is nicer when it blends like effortlessly like Lorac does or something like that. That's why I was never fussy about the subculture. And actually I didn't have problems like everybody else did, so. even though I bought mine directly from Anastasia on the release date, so. Alright. I'd like to use a different brush. I need something fluffier. There we go. So I'm using Gumdrop right now. So anyway, when all of this is going on, I am struggling because I'm not out of work, but the way my job works is like once you lose a client or your client is no longer available, you have to wait for a new client. So around Thanksgiving, I lost my client and I did not get a new one. Through all of December, it wasn't until, I don't know, 3 days ago where they called me and they were like, Miss Brie, we're so sorry, we haven't been able to find you a client. I'm like, you guys know that Christmas passed, right? Like, you know, and that I did not work. So therefore I did not really have money for Christmas. You realize that, right? Or does that not cross your mind? I was pissed. I was really pissed. And they were like, well, Miss Brie, I said, no. I've been waiting 7.5 weeks to tell you this. That you can kiss the fattest part of my ass. I was so pissed. And I said, how dare you take chances with people's, financial stability? Because the real tea is that they were pissed off at me because I reported on a client parents to CPS because I have to, because I'm mandated by the law. And they lost that client. And then the next client I had headbutted me and I ended up with goddamn stitches. And so, they found me problematic. No. I'm not problematic. I'm just not gonna lie. Like, that's what you want me to do. And so, like, real talk, dude. Like, are you serious? You want me to lie? They wanted me to fill out these paperwork saying that this happened and that this didn't happen. And I'm like, no, that's not what fucking happened at all. And it really is my word against the parents' words because I was there and the parents were there. Nobody else was there. So, and I wouldn't sign off on what they wanted me to sign off on. And so they said, well, what we're going to do is go ahead and lay you off so that you can collect unemployment. I said, bitch, I already got a job. Listen, don't don't screw with me and my money. Don't do that. That's not good for you. That's not good for you. Don't do that. So I said, if this is the way you treat your employees, I'm really feeling bad for everybody else who's just hanging on by a thread because they don't have a job. I can get a job in my sleep. And the people that hired me, they sought me out. It was a headhunter situation. So, I'm not worried about not working. I just think the way y'all handled this was really shitty. Come on, man. It was Christmas time and you didn't even say anything to me at all. I was emailing these people, they never replied. And I wasn't psycho emailing them. I was just emailing, hey, any word on a new client? Get out of my face. So I got a new job and actually it's perfect for me. And I have a feeling it's going to work out for a very long time. I am doing ABA therapy, that's what I do. So if you don't know what I do ABA therapy. I'm a therapist for people on the spectrum, and for a long time it's been children, but I will be working with an adult male, which at first I was kind of worried about, but after speaking to my dad and getting his thoughts and talking to the mother is a little bit older, and the son is a little bit older, and I feel comfortable, and I feel like this is a blessing. And forgive me, God, for all that cursing, but, it just feels kind of shitty for people to treat you like that when you do the right thing. They say all in the paperwork, you're supposed to do this, this, and this if you suspect abuse of a child, right? And that you're supposed to go to your supervisor. And I did all of that. But when my supervisor was like, well, I don't know, I don't want to cause a fuss. And then, not my supervisor, her supervisor. And my supervisor's like, no, she's right about this. It's not a good situation. It's not a good situation, and we're going to call. Like, she was let her know, we're both gonna call. So, like, they didn't want their name involved, and it's just like, dude, you have to do what's right all the time, regardless of the situation. You know, I know you don't want any bad press. I know you don't want people coming for you. I get it. But, you know, I answer to somebody much more in charge of me than you are. And I can't go to bed at night knowing that I was supposed to do something, you know, and I didn't do it. God bless you. That my ego got in the way or politics got in the way, and especially if my job is caring for children. You know, especially if that's my fucking job. Is taking care of children and helping them learn and grow. And, you know, I don't know. That's how I feel about that. This did not come out the way I wanted it to, but we're just going to work with it. So, it's kind of sad, but we're, I'm starting a new job today, actually. And I'm excited. Because, real talk, I'm very good at what I do. I'm very good at what I do. And I wouldn't say that if it wasn't true. So, I don't do things that I'm not going to be successful at. That's just, I don't even waste my time. So, I'm excited, and I think that this is finally like going to be, you know, not a pit stop in terms of jobs, but, you know, a resting place. Because I'm tired of going from job to job to job to job, you know, and so it just will be better for me. It'll be better for me. It's very hard to work with a child that has a different ability when the parent either coddles the child so much that they cannot succeed, or is ignoring the fact that the child has a problem, you know, and, you know, thinks that you're out to get them, or whatever kind of crazy thought they're having. And I can't, you know, I'm here, I'm the professional, I know what I'm talking about. If you don't like what I say, then, you know, let's move it along. And it's hard, because it doesn't affect me, it affects the kid. That's what it affects. So if you don't want my expertise that I went to graduate school for, then fine, you know, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But, you know, in about 10 years, you're going to realize that what I was saying was absolutely the truth. And that's not going to benefit you, me at all, you know. The child's the one who's going to suffer, so. Okay. Okay, there's that. Alright, I feel okay about that look. Let me see if I can find something funky. Let's go with this. I love this. Lauren May Beauty is the one who was talking about this. This is Inchworm by Nika K. I'm glad I moved my mirror up. I like it like this. And then let's go over here. I interviewed with one place last week that asked me if I would be willing to dye my hair back to a normal color, and I said nope. I said, what's normal? I said, because those highlights in your hair, I don't think that's, quote, normal. Girl, I never seen somebody look so shocked that I would say some shit like that. You don't talk about my hair, but you got some blonde running through your hair, and I can tell just looking at you, your culture and lineage don't have no kind of blonde, so let's just be real on that. Because, you know, because I literally don't give a shit, like, whatever. So, that's pretty good. Alright. So we're going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer Base. It's amazing. My dog is doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but it's making a lot of noise. Now she's playing. She's not supposed to be in here. She's in so much trouble. I don't know why I let her in here. Okay, so that's that. And let's do this. And then we're using Luna's Black. Okay, that's good. Now let me get something to drink because my mouth is really dry. All right, let's see. This is actually one of my favorite lip liners, and it is a lip liner. It's by Nicka K, and it is called Indigo. Let's see. I think I haven't worn this one in a while. Yeah. This is the Metal Shock lipstick from Essence in 05. It's literally one of my favorites. There we go. This is actually very moisturizing. It feels amazing. And it's like, seriously, like $2, $3, something like that. All right. I need to put on my glasses so I can see what the hell I'm doing. The fact that I can do my makeup without my glasses or any other person is amazing because it is so hard. Especially the eyes. Alright, let me go ahead and I think that's it, guys. So I'm looking at my face, and I did use the Joa and the Jordana, and actually the color is really good. It doesn't look bad at all, actually. Let me show you. Well, my eyes, they don't look half bad either. Just like purple and pink blown out. I mean, I'm not hating it. I'm gonna go to work. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you kind of listening to me vent, and you know, I know my channel is small. I don't care. The channel was initially started really for me to just talk, and if somebody wanted to listen, that'd be great. So I hope you guys are, you know, I have to clean. You know I have to do it. I hope you guys are having a great day. If things are not going your way and things are not right, remember it gets different. It gets really fucking different. So hang on for the ride, guys. Things will get better. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.